Take It Slow Homestead. I'm Carol, and I just harvested some beans and also one hill of potatoes that looked like the leaves were turning yellow. Well, they were turning yellow. So I thought, I'm going to dig that one up and see what I can get, and I did get a few wonderful potatoes. Like I said before, the potatoes that I planted are called Nicola, something like that, Nicola, and they are very low. They're the lowest potato on the glycemic index. So if you're watching your sugars and starches, you might want to plant Nicola potatoes. So I will show you, oh, I have the sun shining through there. I will show you what I have picked, and we'll talk about the Big Dreams garden. Okay, here's my little colander full of a bountiful harvest. So you can see that there's all those green beans under there. I was surprised that I had so many again. And then these potatoes are off of one hill. You can see the size. You know, that's a pretty good size eating potato. One of them, I stabbed it with my shovel, but I found the other half, or the other part of it. So all is well, I found it. And then I have some smaller ones too. So that'll make 2 or 3 good dinners for me. I was glad to get those. So here's the green bean trellis, as I've shown you before. And you can see I've left a few on there that were not quite as big as I wanted them to be. And so, there we go. So they will get bigger, and I can come out in a couple more days, probably on Monday, and harvest again. It's really been exciting to grow these beans on this trellis. It's been a lot of fun. Sometimes I can't see them when I'm picking them. It's kind of like picking asparagus. You go one direction and you pick all that you see, and then you come back and go the other direction, and lo and behold, you've missed a lot. So you get to pick some more. And that's what happened today. I thought, how did I miss that? And I did. Sometimes I will actually shake the trellis like this, and then I can see what is still dangling. Yeah, that one, you might think it's ready, but it's not. So I do that. I shake the trellis, or you can just actually shake the plant itself. Just kind of wiggle it around, and then if there are beans there that you've missed, you'll see them jiggling around. I do the same thing when I pick peas. I will jiggle the pea plant, and I can see the peas that I missed. So as you can see, ta-da, I picked all my corn and cleaned out the corn patch that was right there. And since it struggled so much this year, first of all with the extreme heat that we had, and not getting watered enough apparently, but if it's too hot, it will actually burn the leaves of certain plants. I did get a few cobs, really small ones, and so I got the kernels off of that, and it was equivalent to about 4 servings of corn, I would say. So not all that great, but yeah, it was food. And I put it in my chicken soup, and I'm still eating the soup, so it's great. I've got the sprinkler going right now on these tomatoes. These are the tomatoes that I planted after the peas started dying down, and so they're doing pretty well. I just hope we get another month at least of summer weather so that I can harvest some tomatoes. So past the corn patch now, and then over to the tomatoes that I planted earlier, a little bit earlier. I showed you the last time, I think it was, that I actually had a tomato, and now there's two of them, two tomatoes there, and then over here, I think it's on this one, yes, there's one more right in there. So I do have a few tomatoes that have sat, 3 to be exact. All right, this is my potato patch, and right there is where I just dug up that hill and got that handful of potatoes. Okay. In a few minutes after my timer goes off, I'll come out, move this sprinkler down to here, and then I think I'll just actually water the beans by hand with the hose and make sure their little ditch that they're planted in is nice and full of water, because I really do love picking beans. We're going to take these, set them over here. Right there. Grab the egg bucket, and I'm going to see if I can gather the eggs single-handedly, literally. Hey chickens, hey chickens. They're waiting for their treat. Okay, here we are. First of all, this is what I do. Put that there. Feed the cats. I think what I have now are 2 gold-colored cats and 1 white. Hey kitty. Hey kitty. Come on. Come on. Give them a little bit of water. I need to give them some clean water. All right. That there. Lid back on. Come over here and set that right there. What I like to do every day is give the chickens some wheat. They love it. Whoa, I don't know if I can do this with one hand. Maybe. Yes, I can. I can do it. Okay. They love wheat. I think the chickens love wheat more than anything that they eat. Don't you, chickies? Come on. Come on. Don't be camera shy. Funny chickens. Okay. These guys, there's the peacock and 3 hens. And they get that much. And then the big herd gets that much plus maybe some more right there. Come on, chickens. Yum yum. And then you guys over there, watch out. Okay. There they are. Come and get it. Your favorite treat. Hey, Mr. Rooster. Yum yum. They love the wheat. Sometimes I will actually soak the wheat in a big bucket until it starts to sprout a little bit. and even ferment a little bit. They love that more than this. They love that above all else. Yum yum. Okay, almost dropped the phone. Can't be doing that. Okay, you can see I haven't worked on my path yet. Actually, I did work on it a little bit right here in this part. That's a big job. Okay, come back in here. What I like to do is take a little bit of this wheat, dump it into there. That's for the peacock and her hens. And then I get that much more for the chickens for tomorrow. Get that all ready, so when I come, I just grab that and it's all ready. So this is the plastic lid for the feed. There's their laying pellets. It's 20% protein. Right here is grit for the chicks. See that? Chick grit. Oh, it's not in focus. Oh well, that's what it is. So, somebody told me, you're not supposed to say so. But I think I probably will. This is kind of tricky because it's almost down to the bottom of their sack. This is the chick developer, which is for mid-sized chickens. As soon as this is gone, they will actually graduate to the layer pellets. Hey chicken, oh there's the boss. Well, I can't get the door with my foot, so we'll just do this. And since I couldn't get it quite full enough, I'm going to go back there and get another scoop. Get as much as I can single-handedly. Alright, let's see if we can do it. That's not enough. I'm going to figure out what can I use to get more. Oh, there. I'll use this handy dandy Tupperware bowl. I guess I should say plastic bowl. And just put that there. Put that there. Here. Okay. That's a little better. Come back. Say, hey, chickies. Hey, look at you. Look at all y'all. Okay. I like to do it this way instead of down in there because I only give them what they need for a day. And if I fill the whole thing up, sure enough, we will get Tweety birds in here and they will eat half of it. So I don't want to tempt them. So, as you saw before, I said so again. That's the roost that I built earlier. And then yesterday I finished this one. Yay, oh look at that bird. I like it. You like that roost. You're welcome. Yeah, it didn't take me quite as long as the first one did. But when I was counting the birds and counting how many feet of roosting space they have, I think I actually need to put one more roost in right there, under the window, between the window and the nesting area, which is right here. I still haven't actually made a slanted part to go on top there to keep them from sitting up there and making a mess. But I just put a few rocks right there, hopefully to keep that board from sliding, and I'll figure it out later how to make that more permanent right there. So, but I think that I will put some nesting material in those 3 nests probably tomorrow or early next week, because these girls, one of these days, they're just going to say, I feel kind of funny and I think I'm going to lay an egg. And they will, and hopefully they will lay the egg in one of those nesting boxes. Now, I will give the girls and the peacock, who live in the second coop, a little bit of feed. And you know what? Every day they hardly need any. I think between eating what grasses they find outside, I usually like to twist this around a little bit so that all the feed that's down in there, just the centrifugal force puts it into the outside ring. But I always, for some reason, like to give them a little bit of fresh every day, even though they're not empty. So, but we do have a couple of eggs in here. There's 1 and there's 2. That one's kind of dirty. Okay, that's good. So 2 eggs, put them right in that little scoop. And have a nice window right here. Lets the air in the summer, and then in the winter they have these plastic, dusty, shaped like the window that we can put up in there to help keep them warm in the winter. All right. Going to put these 2 eggs right here. Looks like there's a feather on that one. Okay. And then we'll go in coop number 1. This is where the laying hens and their rooster live. You saw them on their perches in one of the previous videos. There's another perch over there. So they have plenty of perch space. We're going to look at their feed. I do the same thing. I twist that around. It's really hard to do it with one hand. But you know, they don't need very much food at all today. I think it's because I gave them some treats yesterday. My daughter gave me some. There's another feeder. They like eating out of both of them. And my daughter gave me some crackers and cereal that she thought was going bad, and so I gave them some of that yesterday. I think they got full on it. Now, put that there. This nest has 3. And This nest has 3. Alright, so we got 8 eggs today. And if it wasn't so hot, they would be laying more. If you hear any fluttering, it's because, let's see that, there's a Tweety bird in there. I'm going to see if I can get the silly thing out. Let's put these eggs right here. Close that out. That there. Put that right there. Okay. Let's go back in here. Alright. Bird. Oh, there's more than one. Go on. Go on. Oh, you did it. You went out right away. Smart. Smart. Okay. I'm glad they went out. Because the food that I put in here, not for them. And we're going to put a little bit over in this feeder. My son made us that, and what you normally do if you're going to give them a lot of feed, or maybe you're going to be gone for a while and you need to load up on their food, is put the feed in here, right there. Oh, in there. Okay, and then it goes through the wall and into there and down to there and feeds the birds. Yep. So I have some wood shavings in here to help absorb the manure and keep the smell down also. I think it works pretty good. Close that up. Okay. And then, I don't know if you're like me, but I like to make the job a game, like my puppet says. And so every day after I feed him, I just smooth out the feed and stick that back in. Oh, some people say OCD. I say it's just a fun way to do your chores. Make the job a game, right? Okay, that looks pretty good. So, single-handedly, I did my chores. I'm going to set that there. Show you, there's some watering pails for them. That's what we use in the summer. In the winter, they have automatic watering. Alright. That's going to dip in that bucket a little bit. But I mainly wanted to show that that's how I fill one of their watering cans. There's another one there. I go in there and I put the hose in that one, and then I take the hose over there, and you can barely see the watering bucket over there for those girls in the peacock, and I fill up all of their waters. Okay. For the new chickens, the teenagers that I built the roost for yesterday, they have an automatic waterer inside, which I showed you in a previous video. And also out here, I mentioned that they have a bucket out here for water. And you can see it right there, kind of hiding in those weeds. and they have done pretty well in making little trails around through this weed patch. My son said, "Don't pull those weeds, they'll eat them." So hopefully they will. Hey girls, how's it going? Good? Good? Yeah, this is really nice out here. Over there against the fence where that trellis is, I've planted 2 wild rose bushes, so hopefully they'll catch on to that trellis and do some serious blooming next spring. I don't know if these guys like rose leaves, rose bush leaves, but we'll see. They probably do. They eat about everything, right? Oh, look at you. Look at that. You just sneaked right out from that forest of weeds. And you're getting a drink. Awesome. Yep. Good girls. All right. So we have a trampoline project going on right now. Hopefully it'll be done someday. I'll just come over here and this way. Trying not to show you too many of my weeds. Grab the egg bucket. And in we go. As we pass by, I'm going to set the eggs right here for a minute. And show you how these zinnias are doing. If you've seen the previous videos, you know that they're doing great. I really like this one right here. Look at that. I think that's a gorgeous color. So they're doing better, blooming a little more every day. I almost hate to take you out into the front yard because, you know, the traffic is really noisy. But I just want you to see the other zinnias because they are really doing well too. And I was surprised to see this one. I thought, well, that's a different color for a zinnia. I don't know if I get closer or farther away, if it ever is going to focus. I suppose farther away. I thought that was really pretty. And then I just love the intense brightness of this one. So you can see that this patch is doing quite well. Yeah, okay. Well, just walk this way. I had an extra tomato plant, stuck it in this pot and put it right here because my sprinkling system will hit it. And it's doing well. I don't know if there's any tomatoes on it yet. I don't see any, so we'll see what happens. My grandson and his friend trimmed a shrub for me, a big evergreen hedge. And I said, don't throw them in the burning pile, just put them right there until they dry out. So, yeah, that was some project. This is a flower bed, but I've tried to make it an edible landscape. There's a couple of brassicas there and also some celery that I planted here, which, if you saw the previous video on that, these are a few of those other ones that I stuck in the ground. It must be almost 4 o'clock because look at this. My 4 o'clocks are coming out. It's actually more like 7 o'clock, so whatever. Maybe they can't really tell time. Another brassica over there. Another tomato. Oh, pretty 4 o'clocks. Those are nice. More brassicas. Oh, cute 4 o'clocks back there among those little irises. And more brassicas. Broccoli. Another tomato plant. I'm letting these along here sprawl. There's 3 of them. No, 2 of them. That one. Well, the one we saw already. And yeah, there's a couple more broccolis. There's the other tomato. More broccoli back there. Oh, I actually have 2 dogs. There's another one. And then 3 broccoli plants right here. Let's see how these celeries are doing. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Just need another month or so. So keep your fingers crossed for me. That would be great. My big pile of shrub. Can't wait till it dries out so I can play with the fire in the fire pit, right? These are horseshoe pits. We have 3 of them. Because, yeah, it's in the family genes. So there they are. Okay, I think that is way enough. I need to mow this lawn. This right here is going to be a big project. We'll fill you in on the details of that later. Now, where did I put my eggs? Whoop, don't fall down. Right here. Okay. Actually, put those right there. And there's one more thing I need to get. If you answer the question correctly, you will win a prize. Uh-oh, where did I put it? If you can tell me where I put my beans and potatoes, you can win a prize. Maybe I already took them in. That's the fun of getting older. You can always have surprises. Oh, duh. They're right there where I said the eggs. Well, it's hard to look in the camera and also look at real life. So, I said so again. There's the beans and potatoes. Now, there's the eggs. Okay. All right. There's that. Thanks for joining me today, and walking around with me as I did a few things in the Big Dreams garden. Remember that you don't have to do everything in one day, and one project at a time gets you there. It's the tortoise that won the race, right? So remember that even when you take it slow, you can accomplish a lot.